Hey guys, this is Juno with Detour Shirts, the channel all about helping you design and sell t-shirts online. Trying out something new in this intro. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to draw a donut using Affinity Designer. Let's go. Okay, here we are in Affinity Designer. Here, I just got a basic setup. Here's the donut I drew for the November challenge. And so I'm going to show you how we do that. I'm just going to move over to the side here. The first thing we're going to do is grab that pen tool here. And then I'm just going to draw like a circle or an oval. So click and drag, not too fancy. Just going to do something like that and close it. And we'll fix that up later. What I want to do is I want to make that stroke. So I click on stroke here, 4 pt or points. Let me there. That's the size I'm using for this right now. You can make it however thick you want it or thin you want it. It depends really how close you are or how big you want the stroke here. So I'm just going to clean it up, moving these strokes. Now I'm using this white arrow here. It's the third thing down, the second arrow. Just moving some points just to make it look more like an oval. Now you can move these hinges or what do we call them? Just other points out here. You can pull and drag. Just trying to get the right shape, right? Not going for speed here. Just want to make sure we can take our time. So, all right, since we got our shape here, about the shape of this donut, doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to put this circle in between here. So let's do that. Just draw, same thing with the pen tool. Now I could do the elliptical tool, the circle tool, and that might be faster. But if you want just like an uneven kind of shape here, just more like you drew it instead of a circle, you can do that. So let me do that here. So there's your basic donut shape first, all right? And once you get it kind of where you want it, let's say that's where I want it, I'm going to select both of them here. So just using that dark arrow, the black arrow, the move tool, I click and drag. You can see both of them are selected. And I'm going to do this here. It's called subtract. And when I click it, you're not going to see actually that it did anything. That's because there's a white background behind it. But you'll see, whoops, that if I color the inside of it, let me just get the same color as the donut here. Now it's just coloring inside of there. It's because it knocked out this front circle here. So now we got the basic donut. And we can still change the shape here. So if you think that's too flat on the bottom, so we still can move it around. So the next thing we want to do is we want to add the frosting. So let me show you how I did that. I'm just going to kind of trace over again with the pen tool, and as I get down closer to here, I'm going to come up and just do some curvy lines here. So come up, over, under. As I click, I drag, click and drag. You see how I'm doing that? Click and drag, click and drag. So again, you gotta get really good at using this pen tool. And I know you could probably use a pencil on an iPad or something similar, but if you're using Affinity Designer on the desktop, the pen tool is your friend. So, and again, we want to add that circle. So let me show you how to do the circle just with the circle tool this time. So there's the ellipse tool, it's called, and we're going to go up a little higher. So let me take out the color here for now so you can see. So just a little higher like this, so it's on top of the donut. You see how we're doing that? How that shape is showing through? All right, so again, we're going to grab those two, that one, and then we're going to hit the subtract again up here. and then color it that pink frosting. You can color whatever frosting. If you want chocolate frosting, that's fine. There you go, pink frosting. So the next thing are these sprinkles here. So what I like to do with those sprinkles is we're going to do that really easy. We're just going to take a square tool right here, the rectangle tool, and we're going to make a shape. Let's take off the stroke though, and just do that color. And let's take that color, let's do that yellow here. So you're seeing I'm using that eyedropper for the color if I didn't catch that the last time. You click on this spot here in the color and you just drag. I'm holding down and it's looking for a color. So I can click any color. I'm still pushing down on my mouse or a trackpad. I'm using a trackpad, and then let go. And so you'll see that color is right here. And now when I click on the shape and click that color again, it's going to add it to it. So I'm taking that color, and then here, so right now it doesn't have any corners, but if I click here on the rectangle and hit rounded, it will automatically give me a 25% round corner. You can see right here when I click off of it, you can kind of see a little bit of roundness. I'm going to give it more roundness. So I'm going to go up to 60 and see what that looks like. And you see how it changed. I want it a little thinner, so let me zoom in and just do that here. All right, so that's kind of like a sprinkle. And then all we have to do is just turn it. So if you didn't catch that, I'm going to zoom in so you can see here. If you get close to the shape here, the arrow turns into this double arrow kind of thing. See that? And then you can turn it. So you can turn it any way you want, like that. And so I'm going to leave it like that. And let me just add some more sprinkles here. We're not going to do a ton. Let me just copy. So what I'm doing here is I'm holding down Option and I'm dragging that shape. So that just duplicates the shape, and then I'm just turning it. So you can see here, click, drag, Option, real easy. Let me just do one up here. And again, you can go back and play around with this when you have more time. Just add more, and kind of make sure they're all turned the right way. But for now, I think this is good. You can see in my other one, I took some time and made them smaller and kind of placed them around. So you can do the same thing with yours. Just turn it like that, really easy. Now, what the other thing I did was I made some different colors. So let me click on a few here, that one, and let's do that one. And we'll make that white. So white is just CMYK with all zeros. So you see that turned white. Let's pick another color, maybe some light blue. So I'm using the CMYK palette again. It's just easier for me to get colors that way. There, so you see that. So that's how we do some colors. So let me do one more. I think I had a yellow here. Oh, that was the yellow. What is it? A green. Well, that was more green. Let's do a more yellow there. How about that? Yeah. And so again, we can select that same color again with the eyedropper. Click that if I want the same color, and boom. So that's how I did that. As for the eyes, it's real easy. Just do the circle tool, make that black. I just want a pure dark black, 100% everything. And we're going to copy and paste that there. And then we want a smaller circle in the black here. So I'm going to copy, Command C, and then Command V up front. And you'll notice I'm shrinking that and making that white. So boom. Let me zoom in here and then just place that, kind of shrink it down. I'm holding down Shift so that when I shrink it, it's proportional, so everything's the same. But you don't have to. If you just not hold Shift, you can kind of eyeball it, no pun intended. And we'll copy and paste that eyeball here, make sure it's in the front. So this right here, move to front. I use that all the time. There's also a short quick key if you want to memorize that. Using the pen tool again for his mouth. I'm just kind of doing it right here. Make sure the stroke is 4, color black. All right. So, right. And then those pink cheeks. Let's take out the stroke here. Whoops. And then the color, we want this kind of that pink here. Let's do that. And you know, once you get the face the way you want it, I would just save that, and then you can use it on other ones. Maybe you want this strokes not 4, maybe you want it 3 just to make it a little thinner. You can do that. It's real easy. Okay, so you want the cheek here. That's it. Not exactly the same as mine, but that's fine. It's not. You don't want yours to look exactly like mine. This is. You can change it. Move your frosting a little bit if you want it to do different. Now that you have this all, you can change your donut to, maybe you want a chocolate donut. So you go in here, change the color of the donut, you know, make it more brown. Let's see, with some dark. Look at that, chocolate donut. And again, you can play with the sprinkles, make them different sizes, or make it different shapes of sprinkles. Maybe you want circles instead of these. It's all how you want to do it. So that's it. That is how you do a donut using Affinity Designer. I hope that's really helpful to you. Hopefully you're getting used to this Affinity Designer and all the tools here. We haven't used a lot of them, but we did use, let's see, the Move tool. Today we used the Node tool. Is that what it's called? That white arrow? I just call it the white arrow. This pen tool here. We used this elliptical tool, and we also used the rectangle tool. And some of these other things up here that we used with stroke and stuff. So lots and lots of this application is very powerful. You can make a lot of graphic design here. I love it. I've been using it for a long time, and hope you find it helpful too. And that's it for this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what else you want to see in future videos. I'll try and do more drawing videos like this so you can see how I do some of the other things, drew some of the other things in November that I post on Instagram. And yeah, that's it. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget again to like and subscribe, and let me know what other videos you'd like to see in the future. Until next time, keep creating and keep learning. Bye.